xDrive car, because the 740D doesn't come without xDrive, but it's also a BMW individual car. Now, for those of you who are fans of BMW and the BMW brand overall, the BMW individual stamp means something. But for those of you who are not quite that familiar with BMW, I'm going to try to explain what individual stands for. Now, 25 years ago, BMW decided that in order to offer its customers a more diverse palette of colors and a more diverse choice of materials, they are going to start a brand new sub-brand, a new division called BMW Individual. Now, this brand was set up specifically to offer the best items in terms of luxury for customers of the BMW range. Initially, BMW Individual was offered only for the 7 Series, but over the years, as cars began to evolve and develop into a more diverse set of niches and segments, BMW decided to offer it for a number of cars. Today you can have it on the 7 Series, the X5, the X6, the 5 Series, the 6 Series, and even the 4 Series Grand Coupe. Now, applying the BMW individual treatment to your car means that you are basically setting it apart from the rest of the cars in the range. Now, for the 7 Series, for example, you get a rather wide choice of paints and interior materials, colors, and so on. But some people want to have things that are not on the shelf, so to speak. They want things that BMW can bring from the back. Now, these things can be offered through the BMW individual catalog, which includes a couple of well-chosen, well-picked materials and colors. The car I'm testing today was painted in Moonstone Metallic, which is a special car, part of the BMW individual catalog. It comes with BMW individual wheels. It comes with Alcantara on the roof. The lining is made of Alcantara in the color anthracite, or black as you might want to call it. And it also comes with piano black trims on the dash, on the center console, on the doors, on the center armrest in the back, and so on. So every trim inside this car is piano black, and it is absolutely stunning to look at. It's really hard to capture in pictures because I tried to take a couple of photos earlier, but it's really hard to capture this color with your camera. It looks as dark as night, and it is absolutely brilliant. So this is what individual offers. Now, there's also individual manufacture, which is an even classier version of the top of the range items in terms of luxury, and you can actually go and order yourself a car with the BMW individual manufacturer treatment. But that's even more expensive. And another thing people don't really know is that you can actually go in there with your own piece of wood and have it installed in your car, serving as a trim, for example. Or you can actually ask for the color of your house for BMW to paint your car. That's the BMW individual manufacturer program. So a lot of money, you can spend a lot of money decking out your car to make sure that it stands out. As far as the BMW 740D goes, the car uses a new engine. It is the B57 engine, the 3-liter diesel, straight 6. As a matter of fact, all diesel engines on the BMW 7 Series are the B57 in various guises. Basically, you have the single turbo one on the 730D, the B-turbo one, which comes with 2 turbochargers, which is the 740D, and the quad turbo version, the 750D, I reviewed a while back. The 730D would be my choice of the bunch, to be honest. It has 265 horsepower and 620 Newton meters of torque, and may seem like it's lagging behind the 740D, which comes with 320 horsepower and 680 Newton meters of torque, or especially the 750D, which comes with 400 horsepower and 760 Newton meters of torque. But as a matter of fact, the 730D is all the car you will ever need. Since BMW put the 7 Series through a diet and lost a couple of kilos in the process, the 730D can handle the weight of the car easily. Furthermore, the 730D is the most frugal engine of the range, and in terms of balance and sound, they are all the same. So unless you're planning on drag racing your diesel 7 Series, the 740D and the 750D, in my opinion, aren't really worth the extra hassle. Now, the 740D only comes in xDrive. It doesn't come in rear-wheel drive, which adds a bit more weight. What that means is that this car is a bit less frugal than the 730D, but it is a bit better than the 750D. Of course, the specs are different and so on. On the highway, I managed to get an average fuel consumption of 7 to 8 liters per 100 kilometers, which is absolutely brilliant for a car of this size and this weight. The 730D will be even more efficient at 6 liters per 100 kilometers covered, and I know that figure sounds quite amazing and unbelievable, but please try and understand that I tested that car numerous times, and every single time I saw fuel consumption figures around 6 liters per 100 kilometers covered outside the city limits. Inside the city, the 740D showed about a fuel consumption of about 10 to 11 liters per 100 kilometers, which isn't bad, but it's not the best in the range either. As I said, the 730D takes the cake over there too, showing only mild improvements, because inside the city it's a different story. You have to carry the weight a lot slower and so on. You get the picture. Dynamically, the cars are the same as long as you fit them both with adaptive dampers and everything you want in order to have them be as sporty or as comfortable as you wish. This car comes with the Excellence package, which means the exterior is dressed with a lot of chrome and has a special design which is meant to emphasize the elegance of the car. Inside, the Excellence package is applied as well, which also implies these beautiful satin chrome trims all over, and the changes to an M Sport model, for example, are barely noticeable, but if you look at it closely and you have someone to explain them to you, the Excellence package starts to show its value. So this car comes with, well, basically every single option you can get out there except for night vision. That said, we have laser lights, we have 4-zone climate control, we have the fragrance option for the AC, we have gesture control, well, basically everything as I said. And there is a lot of technology in this car. We even have the adaptive cruise control with lane keeping assist as well. So as I said earlier, this car is quite fast off the line. It will behave exactly as you want it to be. It will be elegant, it will be comfortable, it will be fast depending on your choice. The 0 to 100 kilometers an hour sprint is done in 5.2 seconds, and the top speed is limited at the usual 250 kilometers an hour or 155 miles per hour. But this thing at 5.2 seconds is actually faster than the old E46 M3, which did it in 5.4 seconds. Don't believe me? Check out just how fast this car flies. Of course, you will not be drag racing a diesel 7 Series, even though I can understand the temptation when we're talking about the M740Ld xDrive I reviewed a while back. But this thing was meant to be an Autobahn cruiser, and you can easily achieve 1,000 kilometers of range using only one diesel tank. So this thing is quite efficient outside the city. Inside the city, I actually covered about 800 kilometers with one diesel tank, and I still have about 200 left, and I did about 200 kilometers inside the city. So yeah, you don't need to worry about that. On the highway, only the wind brushing against the A-pillars will make itself heard inside the cabin, but other than that, it's a serene experience, as you can actually see and hear. So overall, the 740D is a good choice for people wanting more power than the 730D, but if it were my money in the middle, I would go for the 730D and add a bit more pizzazz to my configuration. This has been my review of the BMW 740D. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to drop them in the comment section below.